happening on that 280 corridor on the peninsula. And we do have some shower activity all over the South Bay, parts of the East Bay, and just a few spots in the North Bay. Still a chance of a thunderstorm, but the big story, 45 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts with that wind advisory all the way to 4 tomorrow morning. Still rainy and breezy for your Tuesday, with highs in the 50s and low 60s. Chance of a morning shower on Wednesday, and then partly cloudy by the afternoon. That's your key point at which you can dry out. Partly sunny and drier on Thursday, mostly sunny on Friday. And unsettled weather just in time for your weekend. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. But on this 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. We have Karishma Patadia and Randy Malleg at the KCBS editor's desk to report news now.
Brett, this Saturday officially marks 3 years since Russian forces invaded Ukraine. A late conflict which has killed hundreds of thousands on both sides. So far, there is no end in sight. In fact, the Ukrainian army struggles with fewer armaments because members of Congress have been unable to pass legislation authorizing new funding. KCBS's Jeffrey Schaub spoke with a woman who is helping Ukrainian families and children maintain a positive spirit as the nation's deadly struggle.
Barbara Leger says the Ukrainians are brokenhearted and scared. And the war going into 10 weeks ago. Yet after spending nearly 2 decades in Ukraine, she knows its people are resilient, tough, she says. Leger is working to help the nation's school children remain resilient and at peace despite the war around them.
And it started something called the Understanding Peace Project. And the idea is when you understand not only what peace is, what it feels like, and how to get there, then you're not so troubled by the things that come on to disturb your life, the discontent and the danger, because you know how to be peaceful.
So far, the 5-week program has been taught to 14,000 children and 386 teachers at 302 Ukrainian schools, with more to come. Jeffrey Schaub, KCBS. If you receive an email claiming that your Costco membership has expired, be warned it may be part of a widespread scam. The Napa County District Attorney's Office issued the warning today. To avoid falling victim, the District Attorney's Office advises you to avoid clicking any links. Instead, people should independently verify the information with their local Costco store or reach out to Costco's customer service line.
Well, the markets are closed today, but we are still on the money watch. Bloomberg's Steve Posted joins us from the O'Donnell Financial Group Money Desk.
The meteoric rise of artificial intelligence has catapulted the world into uncharted territory, and it has many people wondering, is it coming for my job?
It should be the higher income earners, the white-collar people.
But Evercore analyst Julian Emanuel does not expect many people, no matter their income level, to be run over by AI.
It is not going to be a discrete job killer like everyone says.
Rather, it will help companies connect with clients by enhancing what human employees do. A view supported by Amy Webb, founder and CEO of the Future Today Institute. She says AI will improve productivity, but it's still humans using the tech. And Emanuel says interpersonal relationships in business will still matter. According to Webb, companies adopting AI as a way of only improving the bottom line through reduction of salaries are going to wind up with a problem in a couple of years, if not sooner. Steve Potusk, Bloomberg Business for KCBS.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, savvy, staying ahead of the market at every turn, finding ways to do more with less, and taking advantage of every opportunity that comes their way. That's why Comcast Business is introducing the Small Business Bonus. For a limited time, you can get up to a $1,000 prepaid card when you switch to Comcast Business, the company with the largest, fastest, reliable network. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call or go online to learn about the $1,000 bonus today.
Give your business a head start in 2024. Get started with fast speed and advanced security for $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Call or go online to switch today. In 2/21/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 50 megabits per second internet and security yes. Eco bill and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Prepaid card offer requires premium internet.
At Sutter, we never stopped listening more, doing more, believing more. More than 370,000 cancer screenings. Never stopped catching it earlier. 3.2 million
locations. Never stop providing exceptional care, exceptionally close by. Getting better never stops. Learn more at sutterhealth.org.
When the rains hit, is your home ready? Armstrong's durable and long-lasting foam-roofing system isn't just about keeping water out. Experience savings on heating and cooling costs by up to 40%. That means staying warmer in the winter and even cooler in the summer. Free estimates when you call toll-free 855-777-1234 or visit us online at armstrong1234.com. Since 1966, Armstrong, license 245291.
Jim was at the laundromat when he heard the deer said we're rockets and we weren't, but his nose said, "Hey, precious endeavor." Following his nose, Jim found a man putting game centipede into the washer. Freshness, Jim blurted, "Sir, your Senma rockets smell amazing." You could call them Senma rockets, but most folks call them game centipede. Try game centipede. Way fresher than detergent alone.
Pressure traffic on CBS and 258, we're checking in with Kiffin and Wistrom from your local Autodealers Traffic Center. Going back to that demonstration causing problems in San Francisco.
That's right. If you are traveling into or out of San Francisco, the demonstrators themselves are no longer on 101, but for about 10 minutes to half an hour, they had all lanes blocked on 101. There between Octavia and DeVos. The demonstration no longer there, but the HP are making sure the protesters don't get back on the road. So you're not going to be able to get off on 101 either way. If you're taking westbound 80 into San Francisco, use any exit besides that Octavia, Golden Gate exit, or northbound 101. The backup there begins near Cesar Chavez, and a lot of people using alternates. So it's backing up a lot of things on San Francisco City streets, including anywhere near Civic Center Plaza. It's going to see a lot of foot traffic. Westbound 80 filling in from Albany, getting into Emeryville. Your next update at 3:38 on the traffic meter. CBS. We're seeing a strong band of rain crossing 280 and 101 in the San Mateo area. Rain and breezy conditions continue tonight, and then drier weather by Thursday. And a flood watch in effect through Wednesday morning. High surf and wind advisory until tomorrow. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740.
CBS, it's Monday, February 19th, and coming up on KCBS.
I'm Chris Carlo in the Central Valley, where a rare set of conditions has come together to elevate the chance for a tornado.
On Megan Goldsby, the state of emergency over staffing in the Vallejo Police Department will continue. Tomorrow's group of protesters marching in San Francisco to keep all eyes on Gaza.
Good afternoon, I'm Brett Burkhardt.
I'm Nikki Medoro in for Patty Rising.
CBS News covers the world next.
When you need to know, KCBS AM, KFRC FM, and HD1, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, and Odyssey Station.
3 o'clock. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Monica Rick. Heavy rains causing more concern in already saturated California today, where CBS LA reporter Rick Montanez reports from Ventura.
The hillsides, they are saturated from previous storms, so it's very easy to see a lot of runoff come off these foothills, and in some cases it could go right into the lanes of traffic.
Fire Captain Tony McHale's in Ojai.
There's lots of hillsides, lots of falling rocks and trees, so the roads are very hazardous. Plus, there's some flooding in the lower lying areas. So again, we like to urge people to stay off the road if they can.
At least 9 people died in storms earlier this month. Police have arrested a man they believe killed 2 people at the University of Colorado. Here's CBS's Peter King.
The accused killer is a 25-year-old man from Detroit that he knew his victims. The university says only one of the 2, a 24-year-old man, was a student there. The other, a 26-year-old woman, was from Pueblo.
President Biden is urging House Republicans to pass critical aid for Ukraine in the wake of opposition leader Alexei Navalny's death. CBS's Stacey Lynn reports. While Mr. Biden hopes his death will make a difference in nudging them to take up Ukraine aid, he said he's not sure anything is going to change their minds. Stacey Lynn, CBS News, the White House. The House is on recess till the end of the month. Israel's running the clock now on Hamas to release hostages.
Israel has effectively issued an ultimatum to Hamas, warning that if
hostage deal by Ramadan next month, the Army will launch a ground assault on Rafah. Now, the U.S. opposes that, saying an attack on Rafah would endanger more than 1 million displaced Palestinians.
Correspondent Robert Berger reporting. The U.S. lost a drone off the coast of Yemen today. The rebels claim they shot it down, but U.S. officials say it appears to have crashed. They're using those drones to spot missiles attacking ships in the Red Sea. I think we can all benefit from more sleep, but if you're not getting enough of it, experts say it could affect your heart health. Shelby Harris is a behavioral sleep psychologist.
When we're not sleeping as much, we tend to have more of the hormone ghrelin that makes us want to eat more, and less of the one that tells us leptin that tells us to stop eating. So we eat more, we go for the higher sugar, higher fat foods, and that can lead to obesity and diabetes problems.
It's also linked to higher blood pressure. 1 in 3 adults have trouble sleeping. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's 3:03 at the Bay Area's news station, KCBS. We are not done with the wild weather. Scattered showers, some heavy downpours, and damaging wind. Good afternoon, I'm Brett Burkhardt.
And I'm Nikki Maduro in for Patty Rising.
Here's what's happening.
Protesters have engulfed downtown San Francisco, calling for an end to Israel's attack on Rafah, the southernmost city in Gaza. Israel claims that Rafah is a Hamas stronghold. Demonstrators kicked their rally off at Civic Center Plaza around noon. At one point, they entered 101 in Octavia and Market, blocking traffic as they chanted messages demanding a ceasefire in the besieged Gaza Strip. Israel began attacking Rafah on February 11th. Nearly 1.5 million people that have sought refuge in Rafah after Israeli forces' month-long attacks have laid waste to much of the Gaza Strip and killed nearly 30,000 Palestinians. This according to the Gaza Health Ministry. The current spate of violence kicked off October 7th as the Hamas forces launched an attack on Israel that reportedly killed between 12 and 1,400 people. There are growing calls from the international community that Israel halt its assault on Rafah and allow humanitarian aid to reach the injured and displaced.
Turning back to the wild weather that we're having in Northern California and beyond, people in the Central Valley have been looking to the sky for a chance of tornadoes today. KCBS's Chris Carlo joined us live with the latest. Chris?
Yeah, moving now into Yolo County, just crossed over Yolo County from Sacramento County and moving back to the west as there was a big cell that we were following and it just went, poof, never mind, just kidding, we're not going to be the big cell that you thought I was going to be. So a couple of these chasers that I'm trailing behind right now, they're starting to use the B word, which is bust, for what's happened here in the Central Valley so far today. The way they explained it to me is that the conditions didn't warm up enough, and so we didn't see the temperatures rise, the dew points rise, to put enough moisture into the atmosphere. And part of the reason was that there were just too many smaller storms in the Central Valley throughout the day. Now, they're not giving up hope. The window on this more or less closing at about 4 o'clock. The prediction, the forecast was for most activity to be happening between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. And also there is, as you just mentioned, Brett, some pretty gnarly weather that's moving in off of the coast of the ocean, moving up past Half Moon Bay across San Mateo County, working its way across the bay. So that will ripple on into the Central Valley itself. But the problem is there just has not been enough sunlight today to warm things up and to rise up those temperatures and dew points. No less, if I drive down the road here, the wind is really whipping. Trying to push my car off to the side, was watching a heron desperately try to fly against the wind. It was getting nowhere, finally gave up and sat down. Reporting live somewhere in Yolo County, Chris Carlo, KCBS.
Thank you, Chris. The state of emergency in Vallejo continues when it comes to police department staffing levels. As KCBS's Megan Goldstein reports, the City Council has voted unanimously to continue the declaration as positions still have not been filled.
Since the emergency declaration over a decimated police department last summer, Vallejo's interim chief of police, Jason Taw, said they've been able to move through several levels of their emergency plan.
We exhausted the ability to use the traffic officers. They were brought back to patrol. We are still continuing to rotate our detective staff to fill vacancies in patrol.
And the council did vote to keep the emergency declaration going, which allows the department to make moves like this.
Hello?
On San Francisco city streets, Market and Octavia. Now, at one point, for a brief time, they'd gotten on 101, and all lanes were blocked by demonstrators between Van Ness and Octavia. Now, I'm looking through the Solano body collision cam. Those demonstrators have moved back onto city streets, protesting the conflict in Gaza, I believe. And it does look like California Highway Patrol is who is causing the complete blockage of that part of 101 right now. So, despite the fact that the demonstrators safely moved onto city streets, California Highway Patrol has got both directions of 101 closed between DuBose and Octavia, and this is just to prevent the demonstrators from getting back on the road. And aside from that, it is weather delays to contend with. I know that Nikki and Brett have been talking about these big weather patches, but boy, they're really slowing things down on 280, San Bruno to Burlingame. I've got reports that all lanes are flooded on northbound 280 in Millbrae, just near Larkspur. The water is in all lanes, and the Department of Transportation is on the way. Seeing some of that rain too, and the slowdowns that are occurring with it in Hayward. Remember, if your windshield wipers are on, your headlights need to be on. That's the law. Your next update at 3:18 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
We even saw a lightning strike in the San Bruno, South San Francisco area. Heavy cell moving over the peninsula there, just getting over Half Moon Bay, and it's moving east, northeast, so could hit the East Bay pretty hard. And you heard Chris Carly could hear the raindrops on the windshield of the news car, and he's got a pretty heavy cell over his news car. This is in the Sacramento area. Big story though, 45 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts as we head into the evening hours. It's the reason why we have a wind advisory through tomorrow morning. It's still rainy and breezy for your Tuesday. Highs in the upper 50s and low 60s. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in a Chevy Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs 2 years running. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Chevy Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Chevy Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. With so many great choices, you'll find plenty of ways to come together this year. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you. Get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all 2024 Silverado 1500 models. See your Bay Area Chevy dealers today. For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. initial quality study, more information, jdpower.com/awards. 2.9% APR for 72 months. Monthly payment $16,000 new finance. Example down payment 19.2%. Plus financing cheaper financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with special financing. Leasing some other offers. Take retail delivery by 3/4/24.
Bill and Kathleen from American Vision Windows are offering a fantastic sale. $200 off every window and $400 off every door. Plus, no payments until 2025 or free expert installation. Thank you, Joy. I can't wait to see the next customer.
I am, 22 years later, very energized about what we sell. We love people.
That's why we've literally given half of the company's active employees. Those are dollars that come to your house. They want to live up to that. That's a white glove treatment. American Vision Windows is offering huge savings. $200 off every window and $400 off every door. Plus, no payments until 2025 or free expert installation. It's our amazing savings opportunity you don't want to miss. Call 888-347-0711 or visit AmericanVisionWindows.com. For all offers, call see website for details. Offer credit help expires 10/29/24. CSLB number 778326.
And that news watch continues with a focus on Oakland.
Yeah, the Oakland branch of the NAACP